In the heart of the Islamic Golden Age, when knowledge flourished and justice echoed across the lands, a child was born in the city of Kufa, a child destined to illuminate the path of reason and faith for generations to come. That child was Abu Hanifa, Nu'man ibn Thabit, the man the world would one day call Imam al-A'zam, the greatest Imam. Imam Abu Hanifa was born in the year 80 AH 699 CE in Kufa, Iraq, a city founded by the noble companions of the Prophet Muhammad. His father, Thabit, was a man of piety and integrity. It is said that he once met Ali ibn Abi Talib, who prayed for blessings upon his descendants, and indeed those blessings would blossom in the heart of Abu Hanifa. As a young boy, Abu Hanifa was known for his sharp memory and pure character. He grew up amidst scholars, merchants, and storytellers, absorbing both the intellect of the scholars and the honesty of the traders. Before dedicating his life to knowledge, he worked as a silk merchant, but soon his heart turned away from worldly trade toward a higher pursuit, the trade of knowledge. In the bustling heart of Kufa, circles of scholars filled the mosques. Among them were the disciples of the great companion Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Abu Hanifa joined the circle of Imam Hamad ibn Abi Sulaiman, one of the leading jurists of the time. For 17 years he studied under him, mastering Quran, Hadith, jurisprudence, and reasoning. He memorized thousands of hadiths, but what set him apart was his method, his ability to extract principles, to think deeply, and to apply divine guidance to the realities of life. When his teacher Hamad passed away, Abu Hanifa was chosen by the scholars of Kufa to lead the circle, a recognition of his unmatched intellect and piety. Imam Abu Hanifa was not just a scholar, he was a visionary. He laid the foundations of Fiqh al-Hanafi, a system of law that united reason with revelation. His method was based on 5 pillars: the Quran, the Sunnah of the Prophet, the consensus, ijma, of the companions, the analogical reasoning, qiyas, and in special cases, juristic preference, istihsan, for public benefit. He did not issue fatwas alone. Rather, he gathered his students, discussed every issue thoroughly, and only after mutual agreement would a verdict be written down. This collective process became the basis for the Hanafi school of thought, which today guides nearly half of the Muslim world, from Turkey to Pakistan, from Central Asia to the Balkans. As the Abbasid Caliphate rose to power, rulers sought to use scholars to legitimize their authority. One day, the Caliph offered Imam Abu Hanifa the position of chief judge, Qadi al-Qudat, an honorable title but under unjust rule. The Imam refused. He said calmly, "If I am truthful, I am unfit for this position, and if I am lying, I am even less deserving of it." The Caliph grew furious. Imam Abu Hanifa was imprisoned, tortured and beaten for refusing to compromise his principles. But in the darkness of the prison cell, he continued to teach, pray, and recite Quran. He would say, "I thank Allah, for they have given me the time to worship Him more." In the year 150 AH, the same year in which Imam al-Shafi'i was born, Imam Abu Hanifa left this world. Some narrations say he was poisoned in prison, others say he passed away after prolonged illness. But all agree, his death was the mark of a man who never bowed before tyranny and never sold his faith for power. When news of his passing spread, the entire city of Kufa wept. More than 50,000 people attended his funeral. So many came that they performed the funeral prayer 5 times, each time more people arriving to bid farewell to the Imam of Justice. Centuries have passed, empires have risen and fallen, but the name of Abu Hanifa remains alive, not on thrones of gold, but in the hearts of millions who pray, learn, and live by his wisdom. His legacy is not of power, but of principle, not of wealth, but of knowledge, not of fear, but of faith and reason united. He was not just a scholar of law, He was a scholar of life, a man who taught the world that true greatness lies not in what you own, but in what you stand for. Imam Abu Hanifa, the light of reason, the beacon of justice, the Imam of generations.